Avalis revealed that there was some strange invisible figure that had opened the door for us. So we managed to get in touch with him. He told us the Grand Alpha wanted to meet with us, so we parlayed with her for a bit. Turns out she's not as gung-ho as her would-be husband Zardarok is on want to invade the Icewind Dale and take the place over. So, got talking with her, and she told us that he was going down to the basement, and that also there was some lab upstairs where there's some experimenting going on. Party talked things over, and we tentatively, and I'll say tentatively, agreed that we wanted to head down because, we're still not in a 100% good shape, but we figure, we may as well go after him while we can.
100%.
And also, I believe Akia has passed out a couple of Shardlin items to a couple of our party members. Because the Gaiman still has like the orb thing that he used to great effect in session before, and also Alicia has a ring that seems to be having maybe some effects on him. Not quite sure yet.
What you talking about, Willis?
I said we're not quite sure yet. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
The ring is precious to her.
I got my eyes on y'all.
Is this now quickly becoming a game of Clue?
And I guess one other thing real quick. At some point, I got some 3-digit code numbers. Not entirely sure what those are good for, but I do have them saved, so I can recite them when needed.
What is it good for? We'll find out today. Maybe. You have earned DM inspiration. Or faxpiration.
Thank you.
So tell me you're a bard without telling me, or you're not a bard without telling me you're not a bard.
See, I think in real life that I'm a monk. I've practiced martial arts for years. I've honed my body to a sharp edge. Nope. I'm bard.
No, I'm pretty sure you're a beastmaster. You're definitely a pet class.
Oh man, I wish I was a monk. I think I'm a bard, but I'm actually a beastmaster ranger. It just gets worse as the line goes on.
But like the revised version,
I love it. Thank you. Lotus, you have earned your points here. Well, let us continue. We've got this week a little bit of a different tune, just based on our last session and maybe what is going to happen tonight. We have our chicanery facts. So, just a little bit different. Tell us how your character uses chicanery, or how they feel influenced by that attribute or trait that some people might have. Let us begin by asking Akia.
All right. Well, as far as chicanery goes, specifically, they really have not embraced any. It's never just been. It would be extremely not just out of character, but out of what makes them Akia, number 13, to get up to chicanery. They would definitely have to be influenced by someone else, would have to talk them into something like that. However, I do have their Thane fact, and their fact is that they, Akia, is as far back as they can remember, will never let anyone take what's theirs. And right now, are attempting to take Akia, and Akia will not put up with that, not in the slightest bit. Also, Akia knows that they are by far the best person to put the Shardlin to its full, most efficient use, and it needs to go to them so that they can make the most efficient use of that. And especially Alicia needs to finish up with that ring, get that shardland back to Akia, so that they can start processing it properly.
Oh my gosh. Did Akia just have like a change of alignment within that conversation? I love it. Akia, you have earned Faxpiration. Let me give it to you.
Akia has started their villain arc.
I want all of our PCs to start a villain arc at the exact same time. And then we start a new campaign called Task Force Rime of the Frostmaiden. Here we go. Akia, thank you.
You mean Task Force R?
Yeah, that's better. I like it. Task Force R. Okay, Akia has gone. Let us go to Lotus. Lotus, can you tell us about your chicanery fact for this week?
Well, I think it still sort of lines up with what I had originally planned. Now, last session, Avalis had asked Lotus about how she knows how to speak Dwarvish. She had actually taken classes to learn how to do it when she was in college studying journalism. You see, in the version of Baltimore where she's from, it's a very union-centered town. And as such, the dwarves are really heavy into that, which you can imagine, being dock workers, teamsters, construction workers, very big into that. And Lotus has always been into workers' rights and unions in general. So learning to speak Dwarvish would help her communicating with them. Now, how I think the chicanery plays into that is that, well, if she helps do some good positive stories for what some of these unions are doing, maybe they might feed her some leads on some good stories every so often.
Lotus has such an interesting backstory, an interesting life before becoming an adventurer. And it's not so much so that I feel like she would be like a level higher than what we started the campaign at. It's just that she had a very interesting life.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Excellent. You have earned Faxpiration. Let us move on to Alicia. And hello, Lex.
Hello. This was a very weird one, because this would be tying in with the what was it? The secrets that we had rolled at the beginning of the campaign. I don't want to reveal too much of that until it actually gets revealed in game. I will say, in conjunction with what was kind of mentioned last time, OOC, that there's a little bit of investigative work that Alicia had done in the past that Lotus may be interested in. It would be tied up in that. In their eyes, they had to do a couple of things that they are not proud of in order to get the information that they needed. And they had to tell themselves that they were doing it for the greater good. And I'll just leave it at that.
I love that. And have we received our third Fanspiration?
I think we're up to 4, actually.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And quick aside, Gaiman, I have just put on the Charland Orb onto your character sheet. Oop, and I just need to change the picture.
Oh, it is a +1 item currently, by the way.
Oh, that's a good shout. I did not have it as a +1 item. But thank you, Alicia. And you have earned Faxpiration. For our next chicanery fact, let us actually go to Avalas.
So Avalis doesn't really have a lot of duplicity or chicanery in him, being raised by Yeti and their pretty upfront, direct nature. So it's all pretty new to him. That said, he is learning very quickly what lying and deception is, because he has seen others do it, namely a winter wolf and the like. So if he was to ever do something like that, I think he would play up the innocence and naivete that he naturally has to kind of make it seem like he's totally innocent. Like, well, can't be me. I'm beyond reproach. I don't do that kind of stuff. and then totally like lie his ass off. But as it stands now, he's not there. Maybe, several Chardolin, failed checks later, maybe, but not now.
100%. Hopefully, this chicanery will lead to you all becoming more rounded heroes where you could do anything necessary to survive. Perfect. Last but surely not least, we shall ask Gaiman the Glaive about his chicanery fact for this week.
Okay, so I'm going to start off out of character. So, reading your definition, it got me thinking. And Gaiman is not clever enough to delve into politics or, if he gets in trouble with the law, it's because he, punched the wrong person. And that's, a little boring when it comes to chicanery. However, yeah, back in my arena days, when it was first starting out, I didn't really know any better. I would sometimes, rope a dope or like maybe take a dive if the betting was right. You know what I mean? Just to like make some extra cash. Mainly it's because my, the manager said, "Okay, man, you need to do X, Y, and Z, and we'll make so much money." And after a certain point, I just didn't give a fuck. Money's all very well and good, but I mean, if you're like, just taking a dive, I mean, that's just it's a bit shady, it's a bit dishonorable. I don't do that no more, but I used to. So there you have it, chicanery. Gaiman used to be involved in fight fixing.
So Gaiman has a lot more in common with Master Watto's inspiration than we might have first thought. Master Watto's inspiration was a professional wrestler, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. That might have tipped my hand one way or the other.
I think we've all been playing with Marcus stuff. We know what inspires him.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that being said, I believe everyone has had an opportunity to get themselves a Factspiration point. We have recapped the session. I will activate the map.
Plus, I think on multiple occasions, Gaiman has announced that he used to be a pit fighter.
Oh, yeah.
So, to invoke what you might see around you, and I believe everyone should be on the map here. The room you're in has an immense amount of braziers heated by glowing hot coals. The arrow slit that Avalus traveled through to get inside sits on one end of the room, and sitting in front of you is a floor-to-ceiling iron cage. Contains an elevator shaft with chains running up and down. The chains appear to be in constant motion, and you can hear loud mechanical noises coming up from higher up the shaft and further down. There's a double door in the eastern wall, which you all went through earlier. And air enters the room from arrow slits on the south part of the room.
This room is surprisingly warm. Has anyone changed their mind about which direction they want to go before we hop on the elevator?
Nope.
Okay.
Matt is so desperate right now.
Just double checking, All right,
Well,
I think
when he mentioned Terminators in chat, I was just thinking. Come with me if you want to leave.
So how's this thing operate?
Is this going to be? Is the elevator look like it's going to be big enough for Kuma to fit?
Kuma the bear?
Are we going to have to Kuma?
You think that you guys could all fit in there? It's going to be pretty tight. I know that the map only shows a 4x4 square, but you guys could all squeeze inside. Now, Craigie, the dwarf, is not coming with.
Kuma, you might stand on your back legs for a moment.
It growls and purrs.
All right, I think. Was there anything else we needed to do on this floor? It's been a week. Was there something else we needed to do on this floor before we get on this elevator? There was another elevator.
The only other room you guys have not been to is the room with the other elevator.
Yeah, that one's guarded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did we want to do something about those guards before we go down? I don't know, just, we never know what direction we're going to have to come back up. And it might be nice to be able to come back up a different elevator if we need to. Just saying.
Wait, were we? I thought the elevators were totally separate. I didn't think there was a continuous elevator through all 3 sections.
My understanding was that both elevators go to all 3 floors. I guess we need DM clarification.
Your understanding is correct. There are 2 separate elevators that both go all the way up and all the way down.
Oh, then then let's ask the question again, because I was under the impression that it was just one elevator up, one elevator down. I don't know if anyone else had that impression.
Maybe we should ask the Durgar, where these 2 elevators led out downstairs.
Craigie would look to you and say, well, this elevator goes up to the laboratory, and it also goes down to, he looks at it. It actually leads to the throne room, whereas the other elevator would take you to the forge. And also up to the laboratory.
I believe that the forge is the most important location.
No, I think you may have a point there, considering that it was where the Shardolin dragon was made, after all.
Our objective is to save 10 towns. That cannot be accomplished simply by defeating the king. We must find more information about the dragon, and we must destroy that heart that they're using to power it.
Very well. Perhaps we should find this other elevator at least. Scout out our options.
Y'all want to... What does everybody else think?
Sounds good.
Yes, Craigie will confirm. Oh yeah, just thinking about it. This one definitely leads down to the throne room, which, unfortunately enough, doesn't go out into the forge. The guarded elevator, unfortunately, would take you inside the forge.
He's trying to lock.
Just so you know, DM, I believe we took a short rest, which means I can no longer see invisible creatures. Just in case it's relevant at some point.
Oh, yeah, and I need to make sure, did I turn that off on your token? Yep.
All right, nobody else is talking. Should we do a vote, or because we still decide if we're going down. We'll have to decide whether we want to go to the throne room or the forge.
I'm fine with going with the one for the forge.
Yeah, forge sounds good.
Very well.
Gaiman, are you okay going to the forge instead?
I mean, I'm up for whatever.
And Craggy, can you lead the way?
Oh man, I was just waiting to see what you all were thinking. I didn't want to interject. I'm a third party. And Craigie will begin walking this way. And he says, it's right down that corridor there. He says, well, you all are pretty quiet this after dinner. Did it sit poorly for you?
There are
He's going so fast I can't see him.
There are things on my mind at the moment.
Yes, it's not easy knowing that the lives of so many people rest on your shoulders.
Passing by this. Is this a window?
Oh, there is I'll explain to you what you see. Across from the double doors that led into essentially the dining room, there's a short hallway here that has a iron portcullis. And there's a there's a lever right here that you could use to open the portcullis. Beyond, which you can see because the portcullis has holes, there is what appears to be a well right here.
Keep that in mind for later.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll run after the party.
Were you checking out that bathroom? It looks like they have gates to make sure nothing comes back out.
I don't think it was a bathroom. Not sure what its purpose is, though.
I'm not...
He keeps holding me to taking an evil shit. Yeah, you want to come back, crawl up your ass.
Exactly, Gaiman.
That's a terrifying thought.
You know, I once heard someone write a horror story about a toilet mimic, and she just visibly shudders at that.
Bet this is another bedroom with treasure.
Oh, so do you wish to go within this bedroom? I can tell you what you see.
Yeah, just what I can see from here. There's not a lot of light.
Yes, they all can see in the dark. This dark room contains a plain stone bed, a stone trunk, and 4 unlit braziers. Mounted on the wall are the heads of various creatures that can be found within the mountains, or the subterranean depths of the Underdark.
I see a chest. There could be valuable resources inside.
Oh, another stink bomb, and I don't see a closet to toss that one in.
I would like to light up one of the braziers.
Okay, you want to use like a bonfire to light it up?
Yeah. Hopefully it'll just stay lit after that. I won't have to concentrate on it.
I think that would make sense. So yeah, I can just go ahead and drop a light on from the braziers. So, as you look around the room, you see that the heads on the walls are the head of a cragcat, a grick, a male drow, a kuatua, a troglodyte, a wolf, a periton, and a female gremlock.
You said one of them was an elf?
A male drow, yes.
Huh.
Very much like a taxidermied head on the wall, like you would see in a hunter's shed.
Interesting trophy choice.
Can I investigate room for traps?
You can definitely investigate the room for traps. Give me an investigation check. Would anyone like to assist Akia?
Tell you what, I'll go ahead and step forward. And I'll go ahead and assist with that.
Sure. Ooh. So, granting Akia advantage, Akia, you get a natural 20 here, 24 investigation. With Lotus's help, you both determine there are 0 traps in this room. You also determine that the trunk is not locked, and the trophies are not secretly like mimics, waiting for you guys to like get close and then like jump on you.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to open the trunk and check for valuable resources that would be much better served in Akia's hands than in the hands of the...
Sure. So here's what you find within the trunk. The first thing you find is a ceramic jug that has been stoppered. You find a drinking horn, and then you find a rolled up piece of leather.
Definitely investigating the rolled up piece of leather.
Okay, as you unroll it, you see that it has this charcoal sketch of a Duergar woman with a very sour expression.
I wonder if this is the prince's room, and this is their mother or girlfriend or something of the sort. Yeah, I'll just set that to the side and check out the stoppered bottle.
Yes, it is a jug that you might use to hold wine. Within it, as you unstopper it, the room is filled with a very foul stench coming from within the ceramic jug. As you look inside, you see there is a almost roiling, bubbling green liquid.
Could I do an Arcana check to try and identify it?
Absolutely.
Guidance from. Do they?
You can guidance yourself if you have the guidance cantrip.
I do not.
Oh,
Have guidance?
Sorry. Alicia will walk over and just tap you on the shoulder.
Okay, I'll look at it real hard.
All right, give us a ye old Arcana check. Okay, you're at a 10. You're at a 17. All right, with a 17, you're going to be able to figure out exactly what this is. You have heard of something like this. This appears to be the poison from a wyvern.
Oh, nice.
Why he has a jug of it, that is something crazy. This would give you enough wyvern poison to give you 3 uses.
Well, Gaiman has specifically told me they do not use poison, so I'll hold on to it. Although
Right.
I will ask them. I will ask Gaiman on a couple of occasions if they're sure.
You now have the wyvern poison on your character sheet.
Awesome.
You should have 3 doses.
I do.
Hell yeah.
The other thing was a drinking horn. I don't think Akia is interested in it unless they. Does it look? I guess I'll investigate it to see if it looks special in any way.
This drinking horn does not appear to be magical. It doesn't have any auras, it doesn't have any runes, it doesn't even have any gems. It is simply carved from some sort of bone. It is entirely plain, Jane drinking horn.
Gaiman,
Yeah.
Avalus, you two enjoy drinking. Do you need a drinking horn? I believe this probably belonged to one of the princes.
I want nothing of theirs.
I'm good, mate.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick back in the chest along with the portrait and close it up.
Excellent. We've heard a lot from Akia's player tonight. Alice, are you just kind of waiting to jump into the room that has the elevator, or what are you doing in these moments?
He's kind of following the group, but really just kind of as he seems, like very withdrawn, doesn't know what to make of things. Like he's having a moment, an existential, like all these feelings and half memories and stuff are rushing, and he's never dealt with it before. So this has been something he's kind of buried deep and does not know how to deal with it. So he's unraveling pretty quickly.
Oh no, like a spool of thread.
Notice that, yeah.
Excellent. Okay. What would Alicia be doing in these moments as you guys have been moving through the top layer of this, middle layer of this Dwarf fortress?
I think they've just been kind of taking note of the location as we've kind of been moving room to room. But it also seems like they're kind of lost in their own thoughts at the present time. Only really kind of interacting with anyone when Akia was kind of asking for guidance. Seems like there's something that they feel is off, but they can't put their finger on it, and now they're just racking their brain trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Absolutely.
And
I will give you guys a notice at the end of the hour here for something. I just need to mark that down on my
Crazy
little
checks.
Alarm. And there's no reason why, just making sure we all know that we need a check there. Okay.
So it's your vibe check alarm.
My vibe check alarm. 100%. So Craigie backs up and says, did you find anything useful in there? I know that the prince really likes to, show off the heads of people that he hasn't killed.
It's just a real shame that he's such a fucking coward. I can't be bothered to kill his own enemies, and then he's going to put up a fake trophy.
Avalos will go up to Gaiman, like really close, like personal space invasion close. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? What are you trying to do? Mate with me? Go up in my business.
Does Gaiman smell different? Because Avalos doesn't really know how to tell what's wrong with him.
I don't believe Gaiman has a different smell about him, but give me an insight check to see if you can get a sense of his vibes.
Not bad.
A 22. Gaiman is acting incredibly strange. Such so that you would think that something has taken over his mind, perhaps? Because the Gaiman you know is not a little giggly boy, for lack of a better words.
You're acting very strange, friend. If it was anger, I would understand, but this levity, it is odd. And he's like looking in your eyeball and like your ears and
What the fuck? Listen, my ears are plenty dirty without you sticking your fucking fingers in there.
I'm just wondering if there's an evil spirit. Perhaps we could crack open your head and release it.
Yeah, well, maybe I could crack open your balls and you'll leave me the fuck alone.
Boys, please. And Lewis would just sort of
Leave
interject,
me be. Pull me at the enemy because I'm tired of this bullshit. Yapping
He's-
around. Ready for the next fight.
He is right. If he did crack open my balls, I would definitely leave him alone.
Yeah, Lotus will lean over to you, Avos, and
Say.
speaks. And just speak very softly so that Gaiman doesn't hear. It's like, look, I get what you mean. Gaiman does seem a bit strange, like even stranger than usual. Look, I'll keep an eye on him, okay?
Yes, I would not like to have to try to put him down. It would be very hard.
Yes, it certainly would.
And Aki is going to whisper to Gaiman, opinions are unnecessary. You should just do what you want to do.
The
I don't
door
know, like
that's-
everyone's been like, telling me to like raid it in because I've been like trying to kill, that fucking Durgar hack this entire time, and I don't know, just like bombing the enemy. I can deal with that. Can't deal with all this, bowing and scraping and dorsal bullshit. Will you be dorsomatic? You're trying to like talk and shit and like work things out. Hate.
Indeed.
I hate being dorsal.
Indeed. You should continue to do what you're best at. That is sufficient.
And Gaiman's gonna walk up and kick this door open.
Okay. What do you see within? Braziers of glowing hot coals stand in the corners of this room, working to offset the cold air that flows through a row of arrow slits within. Scattered around the room are several training dummies made of wood and sackcloth, as well as 4 freestanding suits of plate mail.
Oh, wait. Didn't old what's-her-face say that... Oh shit, I thought I did something stupid.
What would that be, Gaiman?
Well, we were talking about the other elevator and how it was, protected. But all I see is the armor. And I think I remember something about... Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna put down a bonfire.
I get this overwhelming sense that I fucked up somehow.
Where are you going to put your bonfire down?
Right there. Just to create a little bit extra wall.
Okay. I was like, are you going to put it in the elevator and burn the elevator down?
That's weird. I'm double concentrating.
You should be able to remove just one. Here, let me see if I remove just one. Okay, we're good.
Alright, I'm gonna step in.
Okay.
Kuma, do you smell any creatures in this room? And Kuma can't smell anything past everybody's in front of him. Probably.
Puma would look to you and go, growl, growl, growl. Which in bear translates to, does anyone speak bear?
I mean, Avalos could, but
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, he could
Fabulous.
just barely speak
'Cause-
there though right now.
because I have it like as a at will spell now, right? So
Yeah, you have it at will, innate.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
if you wish, I guess I'll spend a turn just casting speak with animals.
Puma says, I can't smell anything in this room besides Durgar. I wish that I could help you, but my sniffer does not reveal anything hidden.
Just dwarf.
Alright, I'm gonna move it.
Gaiman's going to take out his whip, and he's going to say the magic word, "In fuego." And he's going to just kind of crack a big swath past the bonfire and sort of an arc, see if he hits anything.
Okay, could you ping which squares you are going to target? Okay. When you whip those squares, nothing seems to happen. Someone get Devo going, please. Because Gaiman whipped
When
the
you whip
good.
it.
Crack that whip.
Mm-hmm.
You must whip it. Alicia's going to spend their last second level spell slot for seeing visibility and put on themselves.
Oh, okay. For 1 hour, okay.
I had it up via my revealing light, but that went away when we took the short rest.
Sure. You, at the moment, do not see any creatures in the plane ethereal or any invisible creatures.
There's nothing invisible here.
I investigate this armor, please.
Sure. What are you looking for specifically?
I'm gonna get up close. I'm just gonna look at it, make sure that there's no one in the suit of armor, and see if it's like hollow. I'm gonna tap.
You're gonna tap it?
Yeah, I'm gonna tap it, see if it's hollow.
All right. As you tap it, everyone, you're going to need to roll into initiative.
All right.
I'm sorry. We don't need your napalm jet into initiative. Let me just remove them. I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal these homies because
They're animated armors, weren't they?
they are animated armors, absolutely. So, Akia, as you touch it, you go poke. Its hand swifts up with unhuman alacrity, grabbing your wrist. You have a response as it grabs your wrist and then rolls into initiative.
As I roll a 1, I am very surprised.
You're like, Nani? What? Who? Man, we definitely need some
Too peaceful.
very
They
useful.
They used magic to animate this armor instead of machinery? Outlandish.
Excellent. Let's see here. I think we have, let's see, Avalis. We got everyone in. We've got the armors in. We will begin combat. Let me pop it out. And let me make sure I'm on the right level of my combat macros. Perfect. Let's see. Ooh. It's actually the armor that you weren't touching is one who won the initiative order. So the Federal animated armor lifts up its arms and it says, "Hold it right there."
And we didn't think these things were suspicious?
I mean, he was flicking them out.
I know, but just looking at these things is like, a
Yeah,
bit
Lotus
sus.
sees it, sees like these things oddly remind me of something from my childhood.
Common Rider? What?
The Federal Federal, I almost said the Federal Common Rider, the Federal Animated Armor jumps down from the pedestal it was standing on. It does a quick blade pose. It looks up with its visor. It scans the room, and it sees Game in the Glaive. It runs, jajink, 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 over here. And it says, "You are not a Duergar. You will be eliminated." And it holds its...
Hey, DM, and maybe everybody else. Does anyone else actually see the armor?
Oh.
They're not on my map. Oh, that one is now.
They must have been invisible.
Sorry,
There
guys.
was a tiny one that's like right on top of me. I don't know if that means
that's
I'm
a targeting.
targeted. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I had uninvisibled them.
Yep, there they are now.
There we go. It raises its fist up, and it's going to go for a punch. It can only make one punch attack per turn.
One punch!
It rolls a 26 for 7 points of bludgeoning damage as it punches Gaiman right in the nose. It looks at you and it says, "Punch completed."
What the fuck? You broke my fucking nose!
Next, I will break your spirit.
Oh, if I'll
Indeed.
break your fucking back!
Would you like to steal?
Absolutely.
Hold on a second.
Holding.
You don't have to steal. You can wait till they're all surrounding you and then steal it.
No, so Jamin is going to I had a really good idea for this, but I can't deploy it because he's a knucklehead. Alright, Gamon's going to bonus action rage.
Hey, that dice roll was private. You can pretend it was whatever you want it to be.
No, I can't. I have to honor the dice. That's how this works. He's going to bonus action rage.
If you expand into the fire, I'll drop concentration.
Yeah, because he would get big. Here, I'll. Boop.
No, I didn't expand into the fire. It was good. It was fine.
Oh, okay. Here, let me Control Z. No, there we go.
Gaiman is going to he's gonna whip some ass. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We're gonna whip the robot right in front of us. Recklessly.
Uh, 17 is enough to hit the federal animated armor. It says, "Ow." It takes full damage from fire. However, it only takes half the damage from your slashing weapon. And yes, I do know that your slashing weapon is magical.
Okay. Well, this is what we have in hand, so we're just gonna do it again.
That is a hit.
And with that, Gaiman's gonna pass to Akia.
And as you strike the creature with the whip, it says, "Initiating counterattack protocol." And it will use its reaction to make a vicious reprisal. As you whip it, it does a spinning type motion, and with its lead foot, it does a teep kick to your center of mass for 5 points of slashing. It has a little spike on its toe.
Oh, you motherfucker. I'm gonna carry your fucking skull in.
I do not have a mother, so I cannot fuck her, it says. All right, that was Gaiman. Gaiman, who would you like to pass to?
No. You're not fucking your own mother, you incestuous dork. You can fuck any mother. Akia, teach this fucking about some manners.
Right, I'm going to attempt to punch the thing in front of me, and with my bonus action, order Kumakyu to also attack.
Let's see what you've got. You appear to also be animated. As you deal thunder damage to this creature, it takes full damage from thunder.
Punch number 2.
It takes full damage from thunder, and it does need to have the Akia status upon it. As you punch it for a second time, it looks at you and says, "Initiating counter attack protocol," and it tries to hit you with an elbow. It misses. A force strike does hit for 5 force.
All right, and unless someone is trying to my space, I'm going to stay where I am. I believe is the best spot for me to be. And Kumaku will also stay where they are. And Kuma will just stay there because they can't really do much.
Sure.
And I guess the Spotless will steal. I assume
They will. All right, the creature looks to you and says, time to initiate Protocol Alpha Burn. And it will target you. And it is going to make an athletics check. That's a 17, Akia.
Is this contested?
This is a grapple attempt. Okay, it has you grappled pretty well here.
All right.
So as it grapples you, there's your fire here. It's like, and it's gonna try to move you onto your nightly napalm jet.
Okay. As it moves me into the napalm, I will drop concentration on it.
So it moves you, and then you're able to drop concentration. Fine. So that was 10 feet of movement to basically move you here. Seeing that you do not get burned, it will use another 10 feet of movement to move you here. Oop. To the square.
Okay, not in as good a situation as I had previously been.
Yep. So that is that creature's turn. It is acted, and now it's going to pass to unsupported. Unsupported said, "Great move, Spotless. Now it is time for the Wombo combo." And it will move forward with a +2 to hit. It will target Akia, and it is holding its hand back as if it is going for a knockout punch. It will go for a slam attack. But only a 14 to hit, so Akia, you're able to dodge your head out of the way from this creature. Perfect. Okay, so that was this guy's turn. He's going to pass to banging animated armor. Okay, the banging one.
Oh, is that what he's doing over there?
Mm-hmm. You hear
Starts
clank,
humping
clank,
a
clank, clank, clank.
starts humping a dishwasher furiously.
No!
No!
It wasn't neutered.
Oh my gosh. So, let me see how far away he is from Avalas. Perfect. Avalas, this creature holds his hand up towards you. You see that the claw that's on his hand, if you are forgetting what I'm talking about, hold on. You see how he has kind of like a pincer claw on his right hand there?
I don't like it.
And he is going to shoot his wrist grapnel at you.
Oh. Does he say get over here? Like
is going to, as a reaction,
it's a strength save.
Oh, it's a save? Never mind then. Sorry,
Yep.
bud.
So,
all right, I'll do what I can. I'm great at strength saves. Oh shit.
I thought it was an attack roll.
I'm gonna use DM inspiration because I never do that to get advantage.
sure.
Nice gift.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So, what's it look like as you're able to fight off this creature's claw hand?
So I do have. So he just smacks it with his shield, and
Excellent.
just gives you like the. After he does it, the shield lowers. You see Atlas's eyes, and he just shakes his head left to right.
The creature says, "Interesting. Integrating into chase mode." And the creature will be aggressive, and it will start to run towards you.
I don't like that.
30, 35, 40 as this animated armor starts running towards you guys. All right.
Akia, you still got your reaction?
I believe so.
Why does it look like Akia has spent the reaction? I don't think he did.
I'm not sure. I used
don't
my
think he
bonus
did.
action to command Kumakyu. I don't think I used my reaction for anything.
Yeah, I don't think you did. So you could make an opportunity attack against the creature as it runs by.
Yeah. I think I would like the others to be able to go into the room, so I'm going to attempt to trip it.
Okay, give me an athletics check. All right, it will attempt an athletics check to do a sick flip over your leg. Ooh, okay, so it rolls a natty 1. So I'm going to say well, it would be, this square here. It fell prone, and it would not have enough movement to stand up. As you, did a sweet Mortal Kombat down B leg sweep.
Nice.
That was nice.
Sweep the leg, Akia!
Off screen, you see a small white man say, "Toasty," as you hit that leg sweep. That's for the reals. Okay, he is going to go ahead and pass to Alicia.
Do I want to go big?
We're doing.
Make your go home, brother.
I mean, we're doing real well, and we got an entire rest of the dungeon.
Yeah.
That's your call.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever is more fun, I guess.
You know what? Sure. I'm gonna turn on the light show. Alicia kind of holds their holy symbol of Lathander and just kind of calls out, "Lights, protect us and smite our enemies." And it's gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Damn.
And for right now, I think they're gonna stay where they are, because I think if I move, this one is in melee with me. So I'm just gonna leave where I am for right now. And then bonus action.
Didn't it
nothing
use
else.
its reaction though to counterpunch, or is that something
Oh
else?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it did. Okay, then at least it's
Yeah,
gonna
the one
move.
that Gaiman
It's
is
all up
standing
in
on top
Gamon's
of.
grill.
Yep, he has
Yeah.
spent his reaction.
Okay, then Alicia's gonna move right there and catch all of them in Spirit Guardians.
Okay, cool. And it's when.
It's the start of their
Starts to
turn.
turn.
They have to make a whiz save.
Mhm.
Also, yeah, it seems like I am double concentrating. That is odd. Anywho, that is it for me. I will
Okay.
pass to Lotus.
Guys, I remembered this week we're playing the Act of Enoshima.
All right. That on the wing. Kia's player's advice from previous session. Let's see here. I will go ahead and let's see here. You see Lotus's eyes light up behind the mask, and you say, "Flavy, wind spell." And she'll go ahead and wind up 2 fire bolts. I'll go ahead and roll the first one for Spotless.
Okay, a 14. It's pretty close.
Alright, I'll go ahead and spend Expiration on that then.
Oh, that's too bad. That was a nice damage roll.
A 17 is a hit. These creatures are very well armored because, well, they're armored. So this creature dies. Here's what happens. So as it dies, its hand hits the ruby center of its chest, and it says, "Self-destruct protocol," and it explodes.
As a reaction, is this the one that I'm engaged with?
This one is right next to Akia and Alicia.
So it's this one?
It's
I'm trying to
this
ping
one.
it.
Here, I'll drop the... Should be right here.
Okay, as a reaction, can I try and kick it away? Spartan kick it, just like across the room.
Yes. So here's what I want you to do for that. I'm going to say this is based on your reflexes. So if you can give me a successful dexterity save, we'll say it's DC 15, and you can kick it away, and we'll say that it lands in this corner over here.
Okay. Do I have advantage of it on this because of danger sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oof. That's a 14.
Well,
You're looking
I will roll my Faxpiration. It's a D6.
That is a D6, which would, hey, that makes you succeed. Oh yeah, so it the creature kind of gets shoved into this corner, and that means that its AoE shifts down, so it only hits Akia. Akia, you are hit by a massive amount of buckets and bolts as it just explodes, and you succeed on the save, Akia, so you would only take half damage, so you would only take 5 damage as this thing explodes.
Tears out my temp HP.
All right,
Tearing out
so
my temp HP.
see here, that was the first one. Then I'll go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Lotus, that took some time.
It's okay. All right, second one I'll throw at unsupported.
Oh, that is a hit. Even with all the stuff that's going around and cover, that is a hit. 27 for 7 fire. It takes full damage from fire.
All right, so burn sorcery point, and let me see here. I guess just for sheer, I'll go ahead and since I have bonus action, I'm not really do anything with target him. Let's go ahead and Flavy enemy scan, and I would assume construct, correct?
That is 100% correct.
All right, let's see what that does for me. Ooh,
Wow.
nice.
Well, yeah, that's rolling 3d10 fire.
Is it? Oh, I must have. Sorry, I must have done something wrong. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. The 17 points of fire would have destroyed the creature, and yeah, we'll refund it 1 hit point.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so you know that these creatures have roughly about, I'll tell you guys a little secret about the monsters I use. Most of them don't have hit dice. However, this creature does have about 38 hit points. This creature has blind sight because it is the robot. It can punch. It can throw javelins made of sharp metals. It also has a wrist grapple, and you guys have seen it do this. It can be aggressive, and it has a vicious reprisal that allows it to hit people that hit it. And that is what you know from your 19.
All right, cool. That'll be all. I'll go ahead and hang here for now, and I'll go ahead and pass Avalos.
All right, Avalos. Those creatures try to pull you in with their grapnel.
Yeah, after enough of that bullshit. So Avalos with since his speak with animals is still active, he'll look back at Kuma and ask how it feels about being ridden.
I feel no ill will towards carrying the weight of others. Please, get on my back, and I will carry us forward into battle.
Yep. Avalos will do the whole like Legolas, like swing around and jump on. So that is all of his movement, I assume, to mount the creature. So, and then he'll use his action to, seeing that it takes full fire damage, he'll produce flame and blast the banging right in front of Alicia. He'll try to mimic Lotus's.
That one is prone, just so you know.
Oh, it is. Oh, never mind. That's going to be bad. Does this one have any cover? Because I'm shooting through Alicia and Akia.
They would have the minor cover.
Okay, and then this one probably has even more cover.
It has total cover because I'm a big boy now.
Yeah, you're a big boy. All right, then yeah, I will risk the cover and I'll try to mimic Lotus's fastball as I produce flame and shoot it.
Damn. That's a huge roll there on 2d8. Excellent.
Right.
And this is on unsupported?
Correct.
Unsupported takes full damage from fire. That is 13 points of fire damage. This creature...
That was my first pitch.
That's nice. This creature hasn't used its reaction yet. So it stares at Akia and it says, counter movement, attack, activate. But it's rolling like poo-poo. It only rolls a 9, so it is unable to
Sure is.
nail Akia in the head.
Yeah, I would say seeing your pitch, Lotus would be like, it's good, Avalis, but you got to work on your follow through. You have to keep your work on your arm rotation.
But if I let go, and he's confused. All right, and that's the end of the round, right?
Correct. Because I believe you were the last one in the round to go.
Oh. So if no one steal, oh, there would be no one to steal.
Well,
right?
it
So
would steal.
It would
Mhm.
steal. Yeah, I figured it would.
All right, going into round 2. We will clear everyone's acted status, and then unsupported will attempt to steal it here because it was damaged. And at the start of its turn, it needs to make a save against Spirit Guardians. That is a Wisdom save. It rolls a 14. Eight points of damage. Here we go. It is still up. And it goes, ah! I was burned! And it's going to move out of the Spirit Guardians to here. As it moves away, it is going to target Akia. And it is going to use its wrist grapnel against you.
Does it do anything but pull me?
It's trying to yank you toward it.
Oh, but I would provoke opportunity attacks if I get pulled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I'll attempt to resist because I don't
No.
want.
If you move on something that isn't your choice, you generally don't provoke opportunity attacks. Like,
Yeah, but this one specifically.
it says it. Oh, yeah. But when it left the Spirit Guardians, wouldn't Akia get an opportunity attack against it first?
I've used my reaction, and it hasn't been. My turn hasn't come back, so I don't have my reaction back yet. Reactions were cleared out on the turn. They really shouldn't have been. So it's still used. Does this guy have his reaction?
He does.
Okay. But it would be at disadvantage. I think I'm going to fail on purpose, actually. Because this guy is going to explode when he dies. And I will take that at disadvantage.
Okay, 9.
All right. Then I guess I get pulled there.
He yanks you over. Cool. And he has acted.
Get over here!
He pulls a scorpion on you. And then we'll go ahead and pass to the Federal Animated Armor, who, in a very similar vein, makes a saving throw. Okay, so you would take half damage. So, 7. I've been burned. It looks to Gaiman. And he is just going to make an attack at advantage because reckless against Gaiman.
Okie dokie.
You'd take 4 points of damage, and Gaiman can steal.
Should we chunk these guys down the elevator shaft?
That's a very good question. What's the deal with the elevator shaft right now? Is it open? Is it closed up?
At the moment, and how it is described here, is the box-shaped iron elevator. Essentially, is going up and down the shaft constantly for about, and only stops at a floor for about 1 minute. And it takes about 1 minute for it to move from one floor to the next. So the chain is constantly, basically, going, and the elevator box is going from the top floor to the bottom floor. So at any time, the floor is open.
Okay, so the floor is open right now. The elevator car is not there.
Correct.
Well, in that case, Gaben's gonna drop the whip, and he is going to grab the federal in front of him and just try and chuck him down the hole.
Excellent. Yeah, give me an athletics check to see if you are able to grapple the creature.
All right, at advantage because rage.
Rage.
Oh, come on.
Okay, you try to grab him and he's...
Gives you that
He looks at you. I have prepared for this.
I presume that would have been my action.
That was your first attack.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, fuck it. Let's do it again.
And here we go. It'll make another athletics attempt.
Oh, come on!
It looks at you and it just smacks your hands away and it says no.
I would really, really like to just, like, bonus action, just clock him upside the head with the shield. I don't care if it doesn't do any damage. I'm just really pissed off right now. This is some bullshit.
This is maybe one of the first times in all of my times running the game that I've seen a barbarian fail 2 consecutive grapple attempts.
All right. Yeah, that's my turn. Who wants it?
It smacks the hands away and it says, not yet, not yet.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll pass to Alicia.
Okay. So the one targeting Gaiman, I have to click him and oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks at you and it says, my master has programmed me well. Your bells do nothing to me.
Okay, we gotta recruit federal. This guy's good.
Okay, it was worth it now. I made someone laugh out of this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Both of those men were dating a Bella twin at one point. Anyways, Lotus. Don't ask me why I know that.
Because everyone has their soap operas.
It's true.
Yep. All right. I'll go ahead and move up just a smidge. All right. Once again, I will go ahead and twin spell Firebolt. Since I moved up here, I'll go ahead and chuck the first one at Federal.
Excellent.
There we go. That's more like it.
Oh, and Akia, you would not be grappled any longer, so we'll just take grappled off of you. 15 points of fire. All right. As you explode this creature for 15 points of la fire, he will explode.
Can I Sparta kick him away?
Yeah, you do have your reaction. So give me that dex save.
Advantage!
Oh no, okay. So let me just go ahead and roll that in the chat. 44.
What was DC? 15?
Yeah, it was a 15.
God damn it.
And it would go out about 10 feet.
The Q might be dead again. Oh, goodness.
Well, I provide total cover.
Yep, and I believe total cover gives you... I believe it's +5. It so rarely comes into
Total
play.
cover, I don't think you can be targeted unless... Because it's partial cover is +2, half cover is +5? Yeah, and total cover... Yeah.
This does not go around corners. This is not a fireball. So I would say no. It would only hit Gaiman.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, if Gaiman wasn't so large, it would potentially, because of where it's positioned, hit Lois and Kimaku. Okay, so Gaiman, we'll count that as your dex save for the explosion. So you would take 11 piercing, cut in half from range, and then this creature explodes, and it's dead.
All right. Then I'll chuck my second fire bolts at unsupported.
Ooh, 13 isn't gonna cut it.
That's all right.
Could you succeed at a cost?
Not against these guys. I'll go ahead and move back here behind Gaiman's large frame and since that's that. All right. I will go ahead and pass to Akia.
All right, I'm going to move over here and make 2 grapple attempts, I guess, as I try to grapple it and throw it down the well.
Okay, that's its first grapple attempt. Okay, no change, so you guys are just wrestling at the moment. And it wins. I'm glad this is not a Pathfinder 2e, where if you attempt to grapple someone and you critically fail, they knock you prone and have you grappled.
Yeah, and then in that case, I will finish moving around it completely, and I will have Kumaku fire at it.
Yep, no cover or anything crazy now, like that. And 18 is enough for 6 points of force.
And Kumaku will move up into the air a little bit back here.
Cool.
And I will pass to, I guess, well, unsupported already went, right? So who's left? Is Avalis the only one? Avalis and Banging?
Correct.
Okay, so I'll pass to Avalis.
Avalis is up.
So all I see is a prone banging still, or is he? Yeah, he's still prone and unsupported. Oh, and can Kuma squeeze through spaces like at half speed?
Yeah, it would be at half movement, definitely, because it's a polar bear made of ice.
So 10, 20, 30. Does it have 40 feet of movement?
Yes.
Okay, then I will have it go here, and that will be all of his movement. Because it should cost, 5 feet for that last bit. Okay. All right, and I will, I'd like to have him just chomp down on animated, but, or banging, but I don't think that's wise because, yeah, I'm gonna hold, can I hold Kuma's action?
What do you think about that, Akia? Kuma is technically yours.
It's yours, yeah.
Well, I was just gonna let Avalis control it while they're mounted.
Okay.
So if banging stands up or tries to stand up, I would have Kuma attack it.
Okay, ready in action to.
And that would be what Avalis. Yeah. And if Avalis needs an action, he would just dodge on top of Kuma. But you could have me directing Kuma to be my action too, so that's fine. Whatever you want.
No problem. Yeah. So if Avalis wants to dodge,
okay, I will take the Doge.
Guys, I don't know what's going on with the token thing, but it's like on some of y'all, it's like making a weird kind of halo. Okay.
And then it looks like banging's the only one that hasn't gone, right?
That is correct. So banging is going to go, and it's going to need to make a wisdom save. Getting the most out of the bug zapper. I'll have you guys know that these guys do not have any bonus to their wisdom save. It's going to stand up.
All right, Kuma's going to attack it then. Which I don't think I have access to.
All right, I'll go for it.
A 19 does hit for 12 damage, but the creature is resistant to slashing, so it only takes 6. All right, it looks around. It sees several people around it, but it sees that this mystical Dragon Ball Z aura is coming off of Alicia, so it will attempt to do a bonk on Alicia. Yep, so it just boonk you for 6 points of damage as it punches you in your face. And it looks around. It's surrounded by 4 people and says, "We will defend the elevator shaft." And it is acted going into round 3. Alicia can steal because Alicia was damaged by its punch.
I think you might be in range of this one's explosion. Well, you can just take one more step back. Should be okay.
Okay. Hold on. I just need to do one more wisdom save just in case to see if it's... Okay, it's not bugged. Okay, so it shakes it off and says, "As I have said, we have been trained against these bells."
That's the second 23 in a row that you've rolled.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta throw these guys down the well. All right. I just think it'd be really fun to throw them down an elevator shaft. So I'm going to attempt it at least one more time. That is a grapple attempt against unsupported.
It looks at you and throws your arms off.
All right. As my arm gets thrown off, it's going to come back around and try and punch it.
Okay. With a thunder punch or a grapple? Thunder punch, excellent. It takes full damage from thunder, and it explodes.
Yep.
Can you give me a dexterity saving throw against 9 points of piercing? Okay, you will take 9 points of piercing damage as you are hit with nuts and bolts from this creature.
Is that within Faxpiration range? What is
yeah,
what is
the DC is 15.
Okay, I'm gonna use a Faxpiration to try and half that. Is it D8?
That is a D8.
All right.
Yeah, so you would only take 4 points of damage. Excellent. Okay, it's still your action here.
Let's see. Sorry, fighting my UI. Let's see, that's 2 attacks. Bonus action will be to I don't want to destroy that guy while he's in the middle of everybody. But he's not bloodied yet, so I guess it's fine. I'll bonus action 4 strike.
Okay, 4 strike, 4 7. He is. Hold on. There we go. Takes 7 points of damage. You activate his reaction, Vicious Reprisal. He will use it against Alicia because she is doing this crazy radiant magic. That rolls a natty 1, so misses Alicia crazy.
All right, then I guess they can steal.
They will. Okay, so the creature is going to steal. It looks at you all and goes, "Ah!" And it's going to target Alicia. Alicia, it's going to make an athletics check. There's a 12.
To throw Alicia down the well.
Yeah, it sees what you guys are trying to do.
It smells what we're cooking. Damn it.
I think you're about to...
It's about to find out.
Well, it's got to get closer, so it's got to provoke from Kuma and Avalos if it moves up to the well.
Oh, yes. Well, it wouldn't provoke from Gaiman. but Avalis and Kuma definitely. This is a very important save. It misses it, so it's going to take 14 points of radiant. It is still up. All right, the creature is going to move to here. It has Alicia by the shoulders.
Akuma, I know I said Avalis could control it, but
No,
I
go ahead.
think,
Yeah, he's yours.
Kuma will attempt to bite onto Banging's leg so that it can't move. It's a grapple check.
Oh, okay. Does your creature have an ability to grapple as an opportunity attack?
Oh no.
Oh.
Can it not make a grapple?
Technically, that's not raw, but we allow it because we're cool. But it kicks your bear in the mouth and it says, "Fuck you, bear," as it does so.
All right, well, Avalos is just gonna punch it then, because that's all I got.
Or donkey punch.
Yeah, because I can't. You have to be Warcaster to cast a cantrip as a reaction or an opportunity, right?
That is true.
Yeah, so I do not have that, so I'll just punch him. Or I have a melee weapon. I'll just spear is probably the most thematic.
Sure.
I know stabby doesn't work that well, but
That is a miss.
yeah, that's par for the course.
Okay. Alicia, it maneuvers you to here, and then it drops you down the elevator shaft. As it's dropping you down the
Can I
elevator
attempt
shaft.
to grab her?
Oh, I was gonna say, Alicia, you can make a dexterity save to try to grab onto the chains to see if you can avoid falling.
Oh, you want to dong this ish?
Yeah, to try to grab onto the chains, because there is constantly chains moving up and down this elevator shaft. Okay, so you guys see Alicia drop about 5 feet and then immediately grab onto the chain that is running up. And Alicia, you get pulled up over the room as you are like moving up.
Being a little dramatic, aren't we?
It looks up and it says, "That was unexpected." And it's like moving its arms up and down at you. But that is its turn. Alicia, you are getting pulled up towards the ceiling as the elevator chain is moving up. Do you... Okay, it's going to pass to you because I want to see what you do. Here we go. It is acted, and now Alicia is acting. I will say that right now, since only about 6 seconds hasn't even passed, you are roughly 15 feet above the floor of this room.
Guess we are going to the lab.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely. With that, the creature is exploded. And I will need as butt
Can I
nut
try
bolts.
kicking it on the elevator shaft?
Absolutely. You still have your reaction this round, so yeah, give us a dex save to see if you can push it down the elevator shaft.
Fuck yeah!
With a natural 20, as it is exploding, you kick it down the elevator shaft, and there's a 1, 2, as it explodes, and I will delete it, and I will end combat. And a Dorgar head pokes into the door and says, "Are you all okay?" It's Craigie.
Does it look like the elevator car is, coming up or going down right now?
Akia will go up to Gaiman and Alicia and say, "You should get down immediately. Gaiman has important things to do."
No, I'm trying to determine whether or not I can keep this going because I have limited rages.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So,
the
elevator does stop at this floor for about a minute, and it takes about 1 minute for it to get to the ceiling, or 1 minute for it to go down. So, pretty quickly, the elevator would come to this floor, waiting for anyone to, enter its doors.
Yeah, but my rage, goes away after a minute regardless, so... Oh, well. It causes healing.
I was about to ask, it's like, if your strength does negative damage, does that technically mean you're healing someone?
Perhaps you should slap him anyway and try.
And then it just looks like the hot dog fingers scene from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh. That scene will forever be ablazoned upon my mind.
Gaiman, this healing is for you. I rolled a 3.
Oh, guys, if I suddenly have to go and do something, it's because at this moment there are several fireworks being let off outside of my house.
Oh.
And it's been going on for the last few minutes, so nothing has happened yet, but as they say in certain TV shows, stand by. So, heroes, do you all get in the elevator and then proceed to travel down? Is that the goal here? Or travel
Yep.
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going down.
Give me one moment here.
Yeah, as you're gathering in, Lewis will just sort of thinking out loud to everyone, just say like, "I just hope the others we left outside are still all right."
Icewind Dale's a tough cookie. I'm sure everything's fine.
Unless the dragon took care of them before it flew off completely.
And everyone, I'm doing something kind of strange. I have this set up as a tile, but I have to be able to to click it, so I have to like.
Everybody make friends.
So you should
You
all
must
have now
gather your
been
party before venturing forth.
Love it.
teleported. As you guys get to this level. It takes roughly a minute to get there. There is no elevator music. Duergar do not believe in elevator music. As you step out into this room, let me describe what you see. This elevator shaft terminates in this room. A large stone wheel next to the iron cage turns constantly. West of the wheel, you see a very strange sight. Give me one moment. I have to drop this thing onto the map.
While he's doing that, Gaiman, did you get that 7 healing?
Yes.
So, as you guys turn the corner of this room, Gaiman, you see a Duergar encased in a cruel-looking exoskeleton. His face, a mask of pain. He gargles as you all exit the room of the elevator, and he raises his pick and his hammer and begins to rush towards you all. He is a lone bad guy, so this is probably not going to last very long. He will roll into. Yeah, because it would have taken 1 minute for you guys to wait for the elevator, 1 minute to travel down. So you still got some you still got some spirit guardians here. So here, let's grab everyone. I know that this is crazy to roll initiative for all of you guys and him, but you never know. We'll roll all. We will begin.
All right.
And Lotus, this creature like roars, and you see that it is a Frankenstein-esque creature. It is a Duergar head, basically stapled on to this robotic body.
Yeah, it's like seeing this abomination here, something that she's only read about in horror stories and similar such things. All right, she'll go ahead and chuck firebolt at him.
Firebolto. So let's see. That is a 13. A 13, unfortunately enough, is not going to hit.
Oh well. All right. I'll go ahead and spend my bonus action to enemy scan. What am I picking for this one?
These are construct.
Constructs. All right. Nothing.
You
All right.
have no idea what you're looking at here, as this is a decapitated head on a robotic body.
Very appropriate reaction then, I would say. All right. Gaiman's right up with it, so I'll go ahead and pass to him.
All right, Gaiman is acting.
I don't want to waste my rage just yet. So the gears are turning.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to grab him and toss him into the gear system.
Oh my gosh,
I
absolutely.
mean, he's right fucking there.
He is, and it's a giant gear system that is running this elevator.
Opposed athletics, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll roll his strength check. It is not trained. All right, you have it grappled.
All right. And then another to jam him into the gear system.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I'm going to adjudicate here that as you grab this creature and just shove its body into the gear system, it is basically trapped in the gear system. It begins to go round and round until the gears essentially get caught up and tangled, and you all hear the screams of this creature in pain. Blood and oil begin to leak out of the gears as the gear stops going. The elevator stops, and I'm going to say with that, because you completely use the environment to your advantage here, this creature dies immediately. However, this elevator, the gear that operates it is completely out of order, and we will end combat. As this creature's head is just sticking out of the gears, its eyes open, its mouth a gasp of horror, staring at Avalas.
Creepy.
I mean, if you don't like it, I can make it stop. Sorry one about the elevator situation.
Akia's picking up parts that they might think are useful of the exploded bits, and yeah.
All right. Otis will step off, and while she'll take a momentary glance at the what very little remains here, but what she remembers, like, here, does she notice any connection between what happened to this here and anything she remembers seeing on the Mind Flayer ship?
This appears to be a completely different sort of horror than you saw on the Mind Flayer ship. Whereas those Mind Flayers were putting, well, illithid tadpoles into people's ears, very much like a favorite childhood novel that you used to read. This is more like a body horror type deal, something that you would see in late night movies on Sci-Fi Channel. Why they put a Duergar's head onto this creature's body, there is no good answer for that.
Yeah, she'll just sort of like shake her head and just say, like, it's... I just wonder why. Why would anyone do this?
Gaiman's gonna go up to the door and he's gonna give a listen.
Okay, from the other side, you hear what sounds like chanting in a language that you may or may not understand. Let me look at your languages real quick. I always feel like it might be a little bit...
I know Giant and Common, that's it.
So from those two languages...
Is it Yeti?
Unfortunately enough, it is not Yeti. You just hear garbling, I would say, in a strange language you do not speak.
Druidic, Elvish, Sylvan? No?
I'm sorry, unfortunately enough, those do not fit the requirements.
Yeah, shocker.
Would anyone else like to try at the language Spinneroonie here? I wish I was a game show host, so I could like no sell it for a few minutes, and then be like, and that is the correct answer. In infernal language. Oh, go ahead.
Nope, but like I said, I mean, I got Draconic, Elvish, Dwarvish, Halfling, and Common.
I think he's saying that
Infernal's it. Yeah.
Infernal
Yeah.
1.
Ah,
Infernal was it. I wanted to like do that thing where like Regis was like,
Is that your final answer?
you were right there. Are you sure you want to go with that? And they're like, Regis, I know I'm right. Shut up. And he's like, all right, fine. Yes, you are correct. But in Infernal, you hear a voice being said, prayers to a dark god. Alicia, you would recognize who this voice is praying out to as they say the name Asmodeus over and over in their prayer.
Oh, shit. I thought it was going to be Deep Dura.
Wait, what are they saying?
I kind of feel like we're like Gamon's on the other side of the door, like you're right up against it, listening.
Wait, what's the name of their god? Maybe I could come up with something clever.
There are 9 hells.
Right, what's the bloke's name? Oh, okay. Too easy. I got this.
Gamon's going to get in front of the door, woof, kick the door open.
Excellent. So here's what you see. This room is filled with stacks of granite tablets. Behind them, you see a long bearded Duergar wearing black robes and a tall black mitre, which is kind of like a really cool pimp, or not pimp, it's like a pope hat. So this is what you see as you enter into the room. And the Duergar looks to you, and give me one moment. I will drop their token.
Are they all invisible?
Well, I was going to say, give me one moment, and I'll drop their token for us here. It looks
Well,
to
I
you.
guess I'll back up. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It holds its hands up to you and says, "Welcome to our prayer spot. Please come in. Your friends can join me as well. Let us have a hymnal to those who have fallen and to those that wait to fall." He does not show any signs of aggression as of yet.
Wait till Spirit Guardians gets him.
Yeah, I don't see any tokens in this room.
He is alone in the room, sorry. And... So, party, do you all go in there with this creature, whoever they might be?
I
My cat's
still
trying to take
don't
a
see the
screenshot.
token.
Sorry, I'm having cat difficulty.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. Okay. And... So, you see this homie with his huge pimp hat, or pope hat, I should say. I keep calling it a pimp hat, but it's not a pimp hat. It's a pope hat. Staring at you all. Come in. I mean you no harm.
Alicia, I thought you said that you heard a bunch of praying, like a bunch of people chanting.
He narrows his eyes. You speak the tongue of the 9 hells. I see. What are your plans here? We have heard there are intruders. What is it that you are after?
Trying to stop a fucking dragon, that's what.
That machine is a part of my master's plans for this plane. Maybe I could convince you not to do that. Perhaps there is something you all want that I could offer you. We need these lands for my master's plans. You see, first, we will spread the influence. Then, we will control. And finally, we will rule.
Yeah,
The true master of this plane and every other.
well, allow me to make a counteroffer, if I may. I fancy myself a bit of a dorsalist.
And then Gaiman is going to headbutt him.
Okay, Gaiman goes for a headbutt. As you move aggressively towards this creature, we will roll into initiative. He looks at you and he says, "We could have solved this peacefully, but it looks like you will have to die." Yes, give me an insight check.
And do a surprise attack off with like the headbutt or anything, or is that just the inciting incident?
That is the inciting incident. This man, even though he was standing with his arms wide open, seems to have dealt with adventurers before.
Gotcha. I can't wait till I have advantage on initiative rolls.
And for some reason, this creature does not look worried, even though there are several of you. A 22. He was referring to Asmodeus when he was saying master. He was not referring to the Dorgar at all. Oh, and guys, give me 1 second. I think our cats are trying to kill each other. I will be right back. This might be a good spot for us to take a small break. Let's be back here in, let's call it 10 minutes. Excuse me, everyone.
All right.
So, Marcus, that was a kind of a practice thing I was working on for another game that I'm doing. So I thought, hey, you know, I think Lotus might appreciate this. Or I can just talk into the void. That works too. Yeah. I will share it with you once I find it. It's horrible, but I didn't have time to do color correction and all this stuff. I was like, it was hard to try to make a purple dragon white, so I was like, yeah, good enough. Yeah. In another game that I'm in, I'm having, as the party gets more famous, this horrible, like trashy romance novel bookseller is making like books of all the characters, like in it, there's horrible versions of them, and so yeah, so I thought I would make one up of Lotus and Watto, and that's why Watto is like this, big buff cheese like beefcake. Exactly. Yeah, instead of a
I come back
librarian.
and y'all are talking about my boy Watto. What's going on?
I shared with Lex the cover.
Oh.
Yeah.
He does not skip leg day.
Yeah, there was a version that looked more academic, and I thought, okay, I could put some blue hair on him, and I was like, no, I think I'll keep the Fabio version. Yeah.
No, it's like I just remember it. I could just imagine like the book tour. Someone's like, "Why does Watto not look like he actually does in real life?" And you're just saying like, "I am just the author. I am not in charge of the cover art."
Yeah, this will sell.
Master Watto, more like Master Suavo.
Oh God. Lex is dying inside a little bit. Yeah, my Google search history is now full of like romance cover ideas and like stock photos, and they're just ridiculous.
Your FBI agent has no clue what's going on.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what this guy's deal is. He is freaky. Surprisingly, there are quite a few where apparently shirts don't have buttons, so that's not surprising. And yeah. The military ones are hilarious because the guy always has like camo pants and he's shirtless, and I'm like, well, you never wear that in combat. That's not.
Clearly, you've never played Warhammer.
I think they took the wrong things from the Rambo movies.
Yeah, I was like, that's not good protection. And all the women are, of course, no matter what time period it's supposedly in, they're always in these dresses that have corsets because, you have to have something to unlace or rip open.
Tiny waist. Yeah, spot stripping is a favorite pastime of these things.
Hit these himbos.
Yeah, I'll show you the other one I made, which has none of you guys are in the other game, but it's pretty ridiculous.
Oh, Gibby, we survived our dinner with Strahd.
Oh, nice. I was ours is coming up.
Oh, lucky you guys.
Yeah, I don't know how ours is gonna go because well, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, there's complications.
Is someone a raging asshole towards Strahd?
Yes, and
I feel like there may be one or two people who could, not sure yet, but could run their mouth.
Yeah. Well, one of our players has undergone a change that we don't know if Strahd was involved in or not, and so that may or may not go over badly. I know that was about as vague as I can make that.
Well, I don't watch any of the streams because spoilers, darling.
Yeah,
so,
exact same here.
So all I can say is we everybody that came to the dinner table left the dinner table.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm wondering how many people are we bringing? Because we
ain't got a lot.
we ain't got a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm really curious. When this is all said and done, both our groups have like a sit down and talk about what the fuck we went through.
Yeah.
Compare notes.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Just a combined like Daybreak, Nightfall, like round table. Yeah, and I'll get you to all 10 of my characters that I will have played by the end of the campaign.
Secretly running bets on how high your character count's gonna be.
I know. I'm like, oh my god, I killed another one.
It's like each time, just DJ Khaled comes up, just says another one.
Yeah. Like the investment just gets less and less after a while. It's just like, let me just roll random, just see what happens. I'm gonna start playing Commoner number 4.
You have complaints against Strahd? Come on up. We're heading to the castle.
Hey, you in the red shirt. Yeah, come here. Hope you wore your brown pants today.
Can you switch weapons between extra attacks? Like, can I? Yeah.
I know.
And I'm back, everybody. Sorry about that.
I know technically you can pull out a weapon when you're making an attack. And it would be an item interaction to generally also kind of switch between weapons. I feel like you would have to drop one of the weapons you have.
Yeah, I think I'd have to drop the weapon I have in hand after the first attack, and in order to grab a different weapon for the extra attack.
Yeah.
Assuming that will be allowed.
And everyone, I am back. Sorry about that. I had 2 cats trying to kill each other. Then a firework went off, and it woke up our son.
Did you change the total number of pets you have, or is everything all right?
No, we now have 18 pets. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
They double?
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy how that happened. I don't know. Like, it was just like some sort of strange osmosis.
I'm surprised you didn't take one of the wolves home with you, or tried to.
Oh man, Cricket and Clay were so cute. So cute, but you know what? Still wolves. Right? So that would have been, how they say in the business, bad news bears. So everyone, let's see here. We, I believe, have all rolled into initiative, save for the aggressive Clondon.
No, he rolled.
No, he rolled.
Got 20.
He's up there.
Oh, 20. Okay. Sorry, everybody. We need some infernal music here.
He summons the avatar of Asmodeus.
And he uses his ruby rod to force you all to do terrible devil stuff, like paperwork.
So when I hear ruby rod,
parking. Ew.
No, the Fifth Element, right? Wasn't that his name? Chris Tucker wouldn't he Ruby Rod?
See, I thought you were talking like Red Rocket, because there's been so many South Park references today.
Oh, that guy. That's Ruby Rod.
I mean, I guess so.
You know, I got no fire. I got no fire. Nobody? No one? You guys
It's been
all
I know.
suck.
No, I thought it was a wonderfully over-the-top character.
Oh my god, I love it. It's one of my favorite characters. Bzzz.
Now you make me go and watch that movie again.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
Multipass.
Well, Alicia, you are up first. This man is still standing with his hands wide open.
Okay, so based on that insight check, Alicia's just going to look to Gaiman
Step into the room.
and oh yes, we'll step further into the room, specifically so that they are within Spirit Guardian range.
I don't think the template came with you.
Yeah,
There we go.
that was moving it. And it's gonna look towards Gaiman and be like, "This one serves the Prince of Evil. Gaiman, as priestess of Lathander, you have my permission to take his head." And they are going to, if I hold that, that's going to take away concentration. I think they're just going to take the dodge action for right now.
I gotcha. Dodge action taken. Spirit Guardians activated.
Yep. Why did they take away my concentration?
Because Foundry's weird. Okay,
So
so
weird.
passes to Gaiman. I feel obligated.
Last bonus action is going to use Scouter on this dude. Just to see what's going on with him. Is he a humanoid?
He is not a humanoid.
Oh,
Oh shit!
is he
He is a fiend.
Okay. Ooh, did not roll well.
You know that this guy has a whole mass of hit points. He might have about 110.
Okay. Then it's going to tell Gaiman, be careful. This one is pretty bulky. And then we'll pass to Gaiman.
Well, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. I feel obligated to, for my first attack, to complete the headbutt. So, unarmed strike.
Unarmed
Although
strike, okay.
I will say that, Jesus, I don't like doing this. I feel it's necessary. Fuck. We're going to rage before we do, though. Because I feel like this is going to be a really, really bad fight otherwise.
This is a bulky guy. I think this is probably worth a rage.
Do you have?
Well, it's my last one.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you raged against the. Yep.
All right. Yeah. We're gonna unarmed strike. So the headbutt.
An 18 will hit. As you punch the creature, your hand solidly makes contact, but he stares at you as he takes minimal amounts of damage and he says, "Perhaps you should rethink what you were about to do."
I think you should shut the fuck up. And Gaiman is going to whip out the Charlatan orb and try and shove it down his throat.
Okay, yeah, give me an attack roll with the Charlatan orb.
Recklessly!
Okay, it's gonna make a save. Because that is a hit. Oof. Oh, okay. So it's gonna take the full damage, because this is a magical Charlatan. And it looks at you and it says, "You used the weapon of Shinapon," as it becomes confused.
Awesome. Yes. Gaiman's gonna look back at you, Alice, like, right, I know, Cinnabon? Who the fuck's Cinnabon?
Sounds like Orf is getting a telephone call.
I was getting a telephone call. I think my son is continuously getting woken up by fireworks here, y'all. So we might have to call it early tonight. I apologize. I'm going to prorate the session because we are ending 45 minutes early. So I need to send a refund to some of you guys because you've already paid. But I'm going to take us back to the start page because I need to go help Rachel. Thank you guys all for playing. I have to make this a short post-amble. Thank you guys. I will be active in the Discord. Sorry, everyone. I will see you.
No, it's all good, man.
Oh, he's gone.
He says, "Peace, I'm outie."
Yeah,
Son of an hour.
I mean,
The baby's crying back there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mhm.
I can hear it through Kenku, or I did.
Well, this is gonna be a fun fight.
We're all.
Well, I think I kind of set us up for a little bit of success.
Yep. Alicia, you got some radiant, and you guys got some Charlotte that appears to work good. So,
And I do still have a 3rd level spell slot that I've been holding on for counter spell in case we need it.
I don't have crap that's gonna help, but I can summon a whole bunch of wolves to make Orf have a bad day.
Mhm.
Do it. Damn it.
That's a lot of big. Wait, are
Yeah.
wolves medium or large?
They are medium.
Okay.
However, they
Still,
have
that's-
pack
this is-
tactics, and there's 8 of them. So
Oh, this
it's
is
like
a
I would
small
like to
fucking
have
room.
8 additional tokens on the board, please. Yeah, that's about all I got. Because otherwise, I need to be outside for my lightning. So
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, Gims have thoughts about that spell. I think
the conjure animals, yeah, most people hate it.
it's a spell. It is a big spell.
So, Kia, how do you feel about me using Charlin? The Charlin's aura successfully twice.
Akia feels pretty good about it.
Awesome.
Pretty very good about it. Most efficient, yes.
He's not steepling his fingers or anything.
Not at all.
Ooh, I just realized. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
All right.